They're filming a video of this, sounds like a tuba or something, you know, like this loud, deep, like, and I mean thundering, like, noise.
Hey, God bless you guys. It's me, Crystal Love for Jesus, back with another video. I hope you're having a blessed and awesome and wonderful day in the Lord Jesus. So, y'all, today we have a rapture dream and World War III dream. He said that Jesus told him no. So we're going to find out and see what exactly the Lord showed him, what he experienced, because God has been giving us dreams and visions all over the world. Just normal, we're all just normal people out here, right? Who are having dreams and visions. And it's like, how awesome is that, right? That when we come on and we share, like, and you guys behind the scenes are thinking like, I have also had these dreams, you know? So I'm really glad that y'all are being encouraged and coming on and sharing. So you guys, this is Cody Gregory. That's the channel name. And he emailed this to me. Thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate it. And I'm so proud of you for coming on and sharing your, your dream for us to, like, just have one more, continuously having one more person coming on, to add to the multitude and the thousands and thousands of dreams and visions and everything that we've been receiving. So you guys, without further ado, let's jump into this and see what exactly he experienced. So let's go.
I've never really done a video like this, but I've been seeing everybody doing their rapture dream videos and World War III videos and different stuff, so I've had a couple of them myself lately, and they're just dreams like I've never had before. So seeing as I've been seeing everybody is having them too, I want to try and share mine and do my part. In the dream, I was in my house, in my kitchen area, I believe, and I had, like, there was something that happened. Something, like, there was an obvious change in the atmosphere of some kind. We all went outside, or at least I did. I remember walking outside in this dream. Somewhere between middle-aged to elderly-looking woman walking down my street. And as I was walking down these stairs to get down to the street and look, she came up to me and she asked me, "Have you heard what's going on?" And I said, "No, what do you mean?" She said, "Have you heard what the kids are hearing?" As she's saying that, "Have you heard what the kids are hearing?" I said no, and I started listening. I remember I consciously started trying to listen in the dream for a sound or what are they hearing? I live in like an oil town. There's always noise going on, so. And then I heard the most thundering. Wow, as I'm making this video, somebody is liking my comment that I left on Crystal's YouTube channel. That's funny. So I heard this noise, and I don't know if anybody else has seen the videos online of, on YouTube, I've seen them, there's somebody's just filming on their phone or whatever, of, maybe they're out in the woods, or I've seen videos of people in Israel, Jerusalem, different places. They're filming a video of this, sounds like a tuba or something, you know, like this loud, deep, like, and I mean thundering, like, noise, like just like a trumpet that you would think in the Bible, the angels blowing the trumpets, the shofars, and so that's immediately when I heard that, I knew what it was. So I began to absolutely run as fast as I could to like the main street that I live on. I remembered I need to look up and see what's going on in the sky. That was my thought originally in my head. So I look up, and there he is. Jesus was in the clouds, and I've known Jesus my whole life. I look up, and I guess the way I could describe it was, if you can picture the Michelin Man, the Michelin tire man, the big puffy white Michelin tire man. If you could imagine just how you can see his, like, the outline of his fingers and stuff and his hands, but the way I saw Jesus in the clouds was not like, I've heard a lot of people say he has his arms down, and I've heard people say he has his arms straight out like this, but this one that I saw, his arms were straight up like this, like out, kind of out to the side, but they were up like this. And it wasn't like I saw the face and the coloring and the everything. It was like just a outline made of clouds, and that there was, like, you could see right through it. It was just blue skies in the middle, right? But you could see that, just the outline of his body, you know. I'm from what I can remember, I'm pretty sure I just was like, oh my gosh, you're here, thank you, I you know, all happy and stuff. When I looked up like this, and I was looking up so far that somebody could have been standing right in front of me and I wouldn't have seen him because I was looking up so much. And when I looked up and I looked down, and Jesus was standing right in front of me. And the only way I could describe the way he looked, a movie series or a TV series or something of it was called The Bible. And I know The Chosen has come out recently, and that guy Jonathan Rumi has a much different look than the guy from the Bible series. He was standing right in front of me. And I said, oh my gosh, Jesus, you're here. I can't believe I'm seeing you right now. This is amazing and everything. And I think more people began to crowd around me. And then I got the idea, just the classic idea, to go up to Jesus and ask him if I'm going to make it into heaven. Am I going to go to heaven, Jesus? I asked him. And he told me no. And I remember when he said no, he just like went right past me. He walked right past me, like, quick. And then felt like, oh, and when I saw him in the clouds at the very first, I remember I shot up, but I came back down. And I shot up like above the tree level or something, so that, I guess in the dream it felt like, just so I knew that I was going up. And I could recognize it, I guess, because I got so high, it was like, whoa, you know. And porch, and I remember I was down on my knees begging Jesus, saying, and it was almost kind of like in the dream, I remember thinking, but I haven't even gotten to do my music for you yet, Jesus. I haven't even gotten to sing for you yet. You know, and he just like abruptly came, and I wasn't ready, I guess. That was about it with the rapture dream.
Wow, glory to God. That rapture dream is very intense, and you were having these experiences with Jesus, and I mean, obviously some stuff is just for you, you know. There could just be like things, it sounds like, brother, is like there are things that Jesus wants you to be doing and like being more productive. I don't know. I mean, maybe there's more that he has for you, you know? And yeah, like basically saying like, hey, you were going, but then also like, you know, this could be for other people as well, because maybe in a sense, like other people who have literally like not been doing anything for Jesus, and then when the rapture happens, it's like, oh no, I didn't do anything for Jesus. Oh no, it's time already. But I didn't do this, right? Like I wasn't doing anything for you. You're going to be like in trouble because God's like serious, you know? if you really believe in Jesus, then you are actually going to be doing something for him, and ask the Lord, ask Jesus, Lord, what can I do for you? That was literally what I said after, I had my my moment of backsliding, like, uh, it it was, like, around 2018. At the end of 2018, I was, like, repenting, coming back to the Lord, and I realized that, a lot of us ask God for things. We ask God for so many things. I want, I want, I want, I want, I want, I want. Me, 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 me. I want, I want, I want, right? And how many of us ask the Lord, Lord, what do you want? What do you want, God? What can I do for you? You have done so much for me, Lord. What can I actually do for you? I had that moment because I was like, you know what? I have never done anything for Jesus. And I've been a believer for like 5 years, Like, man, I haven't done nothing for him. And so I was like, Lord, what do you want me to do? What do you want from me? And I asked him, like, what's on your mind? What's on your mind? What do you want me to do for you? And then he gave me a rapture dream. And that was my experience of getting the rapture dream. And this was after when I first asked him, like, what do you want me to do for you? I started going to dog parks and putting Jesus Saves. I took a white shirt. I used an ink pen. I used an ink pen and I put Jesus Saves on the shirt. I put it on my dog and I took my dog to the dog park. And that was like my first sort of things that I started doing for Jesus. And then I felt this pulling to share my testimony on YouTube. Like I need to I need to I need to go on YouTube. So I did that. And so like your first thing that you got to do is ask Jesus, like, start asking him, Lord, what do you want me to do? And he might give you a vision. You might have a vision of you doing something for Jesus. You know, like I'm talking, you could be sitting here and a vision just comes in front of you. You see yourself passing out stuff to people around your house or your neighborhood. Or, you see yourself baking cupcakes for your work with little flags that poked into them that say, Jesus loves you or something. I've done that before too. Um, there's been a time where I purchased Bibles and I gifted them. I sent them through the mail and gifted them to my husband's coworkers, the women at his work. And it's like there are so many things that you can do for Jesus. You just have to ask him. And if he gives you something, start doing it. Don't be, right? Don't be that person who's, oh no, when the trumpet blows. And you're terrified because you're like, I didn't do nothing. Oh no, I knew I was supposed to do this for Jesus and I didn't. You know? So that's like a message in itself. It's a message of like, you got to pay attention. You need to be focused. Ask me. I got so much. God's like, I got so much stuff for you to do. You haven't even started yet. So you need to get on that now. Ask me, and I will give to you. I got so many things that planned that you can do. That reminds me of this woman, this sister who shared her dream. You guys might have seen it because it's kind of been going around, but she had an experience when she was like an unbeliever and she was taken to heaven and the angel was talking to her and she said it was the angel Gabriel and that he was telling her, look, you got all these things that you need to be doing. God's got all this work for you and you haven't even started yet. And you need to get on that right now, like, right? Like believe in Jesus and stuff. And so some of us, like, we know God has something that we should be doing and we haven't done nothing, you know? Start out small because I started out small, and it just grows from there. God wants to see you in the little things. He wants to see you first working in the little things. If you're expecting to have like all these great things, you know, oh, I want to be great for the Lord and, you know, have whatever, be doing this or whatever, you know, but it's like you can't have all that without first starting from the beginning and starting out with what you have right now, you know? So like if you're wanting to gift things to people, you start out small, start out with what you have, you know, and then the Lord will give the increase to help you do more with that, you know. So you have to start out, everyone starts out from the bottom. There's actually a scripture verse that says that. I think it's in Proverbs, but I don't know where it's at. But it talks about how, you know, basically you start out small, you know. You start out small, you know, and then it grows from there because you're not just going to be given you're not going to just be given all of this stuff, you know. Like you start out from the beginning. You start out with nothing and you go from there. So thank you so much, brother, for sending this to me. It was really a blessing. It was awesome. What did you guys think? And obviously I had to do some snacking because I I wake up, I get ready, and I literally don't eat anything the whole time because I'm like getting ready to record. And then by the time I sit down, I just make sure I have my water. But, you know, to save on time, I do a little bit of snacking during the video. But, you know, I am not a professional here, nor do I want to be a professional. I want you guys to realize like this is for us normal people, you know, us normal people who are just sitting here watching, you know, I'm watching and waiting for Jesus. You know, I'm not some proper person, you know, and I'm just going to chill here. And I always leave the link in the description box if it's there for you guys to go also subscribe and be sure to share the love, right? So you guys, if you made it to the end of this video, leave below in the comments some pink and blue hearts if you have it, or just some hearts if you don't. And I love you guys, and I'll see you guys again soon in the next one. Bye.